Oh, it's gorgeous Sunday morning, and look what I'm doing. Updating my beautiful gallery wall. Good morning. Wait, it's afternoon. Good afternoon. Guess who's finished the second last two pieces of a tapestry crochet blanket? Me! Freeze. What the heck is this one going on about? Let me take you back to the beginning where I started this project and the story behind it. If it seems that I'm currently obsessed with tapestry crochet, let me just affirm that I am, that I've started a tapestry patchwork blanket to be finished in 6 months. That started with these 2 squares, went to this, and then I wanted more color, so I started this one that morphed into this. And in the process, I've had to unravel some of the rows that I made because one simple color change that's not supposed to be there will change the whole pattern, but it's part of the process, so I'm just learning to accept my mistakes and move on. This is how some of it looks like when I arrange them. So I didn't like the way this turned out, so I turned it to this, and then some of the squares again. I'm so excited I had to arrange them, and then this is my current patchwork rectangle. Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm a fiber artist from Nairobi, Kenya, and I've been making a tapestry crochet blanket, patchwork blanket, since last year, June. I finished the last 2. Let me show you how they look like. I finished this last 2 yesterday. I know this one was supposed to have it done right here at the top, but adding that will make it taller than the rest of the panels. I'll show you what I mean. And then I wanted to add a bit of a bit of Africa authenticity to my blanket, so I added a hairy, and I love this color palette. And this is how the finished pieces looks like when it's arranged on the floor. The only thing now remaining is just doing the panels, sewing the panels together, and then the blanket will be complete. I don't know about the border. Should it be just simple and done, or I should add just one more tapestry crochet border around it? I don't know. I'm opening to opinions. I'm opening to opinions. We English ilikuja na meli, sisi hatutambui hiyo lugha. So I'm doing the final piece. I've actually started I am unraveling it. I'm doing the final piece where I'll write my name and the year it was made. I had made a template of it, a graph from scratch using fonts I found on Pinterest, and I'd written 2025. Initially, this blanket was supposed to be finished by 2025 on my birthday, 23rd December, but I didn't manage to do that because I was working on another blanket. So it means it will have started on 2025 and ended on 2026. So I need to add 2026 on this last graph. But let me finish it, then I'll show you the final display, and then we'll start sewing it together. Are you excited like me? Hey, I'm excited. So at this point, this was about the 6-month mark, and these are the match patches I'd made. For this project, I used 3mm hook with medium weight yarn, and the design of the patches were created courtesy of Stitchboard. And then the panels, so that when it comes to join them together, they were grouped in groups of 60 stitches across, 80 stitches across, and 40 stitches across. The width was supposed to be the same. The length is where it differed just a bit. And just to tell you, I had to add a few pieces to this blanket after I had already organized the match I needed. The last piece of my tapestry crochet blanket. It's poetic, very poetic. So Michelle, how did you come about this wonderful idea? I started this project last year in June. After the demonstrations, I saw many Kenyans broken, feeling hopeless. and foreseeing a bleak future. So this was a way for me to rebel. I call it the Firmation Tapestry Crochet Blanket. Firmation because I want a firm foundation based on truth, and most of these pieces speak something of truths that make life worthwhile, like walking in faith. Formation blanket because when you hear the word formation, you remember the story of creation in Genesis, where the firmaments were told to light up, or is it said like that? Anyway, formation blanket because it affirms some truths that I want to make them part of my life. I am so happy finally to have finished the pieces. Now I'm just sewing it together, then we shall see the final reveal. Survivor time while I make bread. Can you see him? That he does not tell you and it issues as so you want my things? You want my things? When it came to sewing the patches together, I decided to go with the join as you go method, a modified version. I sewed together the patches. What made this easier is that I decided to use patches of the same stitch count. The first panel is where good morning, it's a brand new day and I want to share my progress when it comes to making the panels. So let me start with there. I decided to make my own version of Jane with Go. I patched together the patches into panels like I'm doing, what is it? Like I'm doing here. Then finished panel. Then I will join. I find it that makes it so much easier because the traditional join as you go, I find it a bit tedious. And at some point yesterday while making the panels, I was so freaking tired. My wrists were hurting, and I've managed to finish 3. Today I'm gonna work on the last 2. Then we join the panel. Guess who finished the 4th panel? Now let's do the last one. the last one. Thank God it has only 4 panels. So it's only a matter of just, and then tomorrow we shall do joining 2 panels and then Sunday 2. I don't wanna rush myself, so at this point, I'd finished joining up the panels. Then I realized they're not all of the same height, and this is where I had to add a few patches at the top of most. Actually, with the exception of the one with my name, the rest had to add to have an extra panel, or rather patch. And here are all the panels sewn together. I have English, I have Japanese, I have Braille, I have pictograms, if you can call them that. And I'm so freaking happy about the results. At some point I thought there will be a color clash, but there is a main color, 3 main colors: white, black, and gold, with pops of color here and there to make the blanket come alive just a little bit. Guess what? We hit 50 subscribers today, and I'm so freaking grateful. Still trying to finish the 4th panel. Hopefully tomorrow I'll finish the 5th. I don't know what I'll do about the border. I have an idea, so let's just finish this first and see how it will go. Final row, finally. Electricity has decided to go and visit other places. So it's just me, this blanket, and my thoughts. I hope you've been well, drinking your water. So, guess who's finished the blanket? Joining the purchase. Me. Let's see what we got, baby. It's heavy. It is heavy. Ding, ding. Good morning. Guess who's still elated about finishing this 8-month-old project? I think I believe it. I did it. I did it. Let's see it again. I did it. Maybe I did it. Oh, I did it. You know what this blanket has taught me? You know what? Sometimes you have to take the steps to execute those ideas that have been running wild in your mind. I had started this project at a time where I was still learning Tapestry Crochet. I wanted to make a blanket, but making one huge one was just scary. So I decided to do patches, and this is what I've realized, that these small things, these small steps, if you're trying to create a new habit, quit another habit, you're trying to heal, sometimes these small steps feel like they are not making an impact, but it's only months later, just like this blanket, that you realize that those small steps lead to something big once they accumulate. I hope you get the chance to keep on going, trying those new ideas, and I hope that one day I'll just make one solid tapestry crochet blanket. But for now, I will just be doing it in chunks because it makes things so much easier. And if you've watched this video until this point, I would love to know, have you finished any new projects in January 2026? No pressure, by the way, no pressure. Or rather, is there a project from 2025 that you carried forward? Because this was 2025 project, and I'm so happy that we have begun it in 2026 because it has started me on a high note. And if you're new here, I hope you'll get to hit the subscribe button so that you can be part of my creative journey and we may have so much fun. We may grow together, we may heal and learn some new things and learn some old beliefs that cage us and learn new things that will make us be more free, more creative. And I hope that you'll be here with me for other more adventures. Until our next video, may you keep on capturing your dreams in a stitch the way I did mine. But they have whipped in most of the ends. As I lay here, babe. Bye.